welcome to Sean's Saturday Music Talk. We are live. Nothing really going on, just hanging out. Um, I guess we start out with a bit of words of wisdom and shit. I don't know, man. I guess these words of wisdom can be brought to you by some hit the keys. That's SUMN, SUMN, SUMN. N is not silent. Something, something, something. And he shortened the N. Hit the keys to HDK. Some. I wish I could bring up the little thing like a bouncy ball. Some, HDK. He's got a small goal of trying to hit a certain number of subscribers and likes. So, just he shortened it down to HDK so you don't have to hit the keys! That's how we say it around here. I don't know if it's okay or not, but that's what we do it. Yeah, I'm right there, bro. Yeah, I screamed that shit. Hell yeah, because I know he's about to give me some free shit. Sorry. By that time, I've already hit the proper buttons. I've already HTK. We good, man. Let's get on with it. It was cool today. Fine, he's doing he does the beat battles, but I think he's got an actual schedule for it. Because I think it was just randomly throughout the week, and there's gonna be like a progression and then like an awards and stuff. I did talk to him about doing a remix battle. That'd be cool to like once a month, like when they announce the winner of the beat battle, to do like and our remix thing is, and whoever submits the song to be remixed, stems and all that shit, but you have to use all free plugins from HDK, right? You know what I'm saying? You have to watch the channel, and if you use a reverb, it has to be a free one. Why? So that anyone else who's kind of match your thing can outdo you. You know what I mean? It can work with the same thing and try and get the same results. It would be okay. It would be pretty dope if you showed the whole thing, but we at least need to see you do like I got the key sound with this, got the reverb sound with this. You know what I mean? That'd be fucking dope, right? So that way any follower along, and no matter what, can follow along with the free remix. And whatever DAW you're using, it's just the MIDI, and then the ones that you suggest for instruments and reverbs and stuff. Now you're not limited to ones that what they use, but you are limited to free, so that everybody is equal. Otherwise, I could just bring in like a professional type, grand piano. Void. Anyway, so yeah, he's got some fucking great plugins and shit. So go by, check out his channel. That's my words of wisdom. Go by, check out his channel, and hit the keys, man. It's not that hard. It ain't that hard. He shortened it down to HD. Do we have to go through what it was? Because this time I'm going to scream it here, and it's not going to be fun. Just hit the keys, and I won't have to do it. I feel it brewing every time I hear the words. Oh, it's in my soul to hit the keys! Sorry. See, I have to control that shit because it just builds. I feel another one coming on, so let's go ahead and, yeah, there's some really great plugins this round, and he has like a whole thing with beat battles and stuff, and the ones in the past are still up there, so you can watch and tag along. Funny shit, you got guests that show up and stuff, and if you like the live thing, tune in on Sundays. He mentions it. Go hit the keys. Come on now. Come on. That's your words of wisdom. Go hit the keys. No, I mean, go hit his keys. That ain't doing me any good. It ain't doing him no good to hit my keys. Go hit his keys. Now, music is really dope. It's one it is truly a universal language because you don't even have to hear it, do you? Depending on how loud it is, you can feel it on your skin. You can close your eyes and you still experience music, right? And you can tell by the change of vibration, which would be a pitch. To the ear is determined as a pitch, but the body would sense it as a vibrational change. Like when things are getting sad or dour, when things are tense, they put a but they lower it really low in the background so you more feel it than it's an ominous sense. It's just like more of an like, oh no, I don't know what's happening, but something bad. I don't know. It's kind of like a forewarning. You know what I mean? You just like, oh, I mean, if you watch, if they do it correctly, you'll see that people's face go, I don't think they should go down this alley. You know what I mean? If they do it correctly, just by showing the alley and the set that, you know what I mean? The music. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, don't go down that. Oh fuck! You're going down the alley. Oh my god! What is gonna happen to you? You stupid shit. And it's just this music, and it could be at the end, like Seinfeld's. Have you ever been in that? You know what I mean? You don't know, but you gotta don't go down, don't go down. You hear the music. That's a downtown. That's a guy gonna kill you. And if you're hearing impaired, you still feel it. And like, I know what that means. Oh, Seinfeld. Oh, cool. I was wrong. That's pretty good. Oh, I get it. He's trying to get rid of the people that. Okay, cool. Yeah, because that would have scared the fuck out of it. I'm glad the camera kept going. Shit. I would have said, not that alley. It burned to the ground. You want to go down to the Fifth Avenue branch. It's gone. You're in the wrong alley, old lady. You want to go to the Fifth Avenue branch. Ask for Mark. He'll give you. He's the manager there. Okay? Have a great day. But yeah, and I noticed that the closed captioning is there. It does. It doesn't follow. For example, if anyone is reading along, you get to see my mood, and you get to see the middle finger. But like, I really don't think he's saying mother and blank. And I know what it is, and I don't. My First Amendment rights inside of me are saying, just let me read what I fucking read. Can I? Sorry, what I plucking read? Can I suck and read what the trucking he says? He's trucking along nicely, and then you mother suckers change his hits into misses. Shit. I mean, hits. Right? I would be like, give me. He says it's not for kids. I get it. I'm listening to some of the stuff they say, and I'm like, okay, that missed completely. And it's AI is doing. It's like but it's yeah, it's getting better. It's really cool. So as it gets better, it's tracking it better, and it's following what I say better. I don't know. Maybe it's the number of plays. Oh, he didn't say. Yeah, we gotta beep that. Now I noticed that if any visual impaired, you can still enjoy music and be visually impaired. There's no help. There's nothing going on. So I'm gonna dedicate this part. I call this one describing Donald Trump. Okay. Close your eyes. If you have sight, just close. Here, I'll help you out. I'm gonna go away. All right. Boom. Oh, you can't see me now. We're all equal. Okay, Donald Trump's. You don't get to do that. You can see. Stop it. You're seeing black right now. We're okay. Thank you. I'm trying to describe it to someone who can't. It's wrong. Okay. It's. If you got the chance to feel it, don't. Like if all of a sudden. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States. Hello, I'm Donald Trump, and I'm very happy to meet you. And you obviously have something wrong what happened. You have the white stick. You can feel my face very closely, but you see how your back already kind of feels kind of weird. That's an impression. Now, if you were to feel the face, I'm trying not to use colors or things that would match like sight, and it's very difficult. You know, you don't realize it until you like orange immediately pops in my head, but that doesn't work. But it is makeup, so as you would touch the face, it would be again wrong, and you'd be, why is it sticky? Like that's paint. Like if you had to make him shut the fuck up and he couldn't tell you what's going on, he just had to sit there like a like you know I mean a face you had to feel. It's wrong. You're like, what is it? And you're like, okay, yeah, calm down. Why is it sticky? Have you ever felt the face of a woman who thought she was prettier than she was? Like, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I've never, I've never felt it on a man. Ah, what? Okay, yeah. It again, it's orange, but you don't. I'm trying to think like a sunset, but it's not. Everything that I do would be picturing. So it just moved. Let's go on. Why is it around the? Okay, yeah. Just go ahead and feel it. Go ahead and yeah, right around the eyeball, right there. Like close the eye. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Now just circle around. Okay, why is it a different texture? That's the actual. Oh God. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the other part is the paint. That's a layer of paint. What happens? You like a cup you hold in your hand. Okay, to drink stuff. He puts little cups, the shape of, go ahead, trace the eye, little cups, that shape, and puts them on there and spray paints his face a different color so he doesn't look ghastly like a ghost. God damn it. Okay, so, shit. I'm saying pale again does that. Not. See through again does not do it. Okay, it's wrong. It's just wrong to look at and to see. And the thing that I would have say, like, if you're gonna porcupine comes to mind when I think of like you touching it because I'm like don't or like hot pan, but that's not the same. It's just don't. You know what I mean? It's more the feeling of dread as you get closer to it. But you wouldn't. You have touched a porcupine. Okay, well that wasn't great, was it? That sucked. That hurt really bad and whatever. This would more hurt your feelings to touch it. Like, what is it? What is this on the head? It's supposed to be hair. But that's not what hair feels. This is like cloud of thing. There's no definition to it. If I could see, I'd be confused. You know what I mean? Because I am. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I am confused when I look at it, and it makes me fucking pissed. It upsets me. It makes me angry. Just it's the wrong fucking color. He paints it yellow, which it's normally white, and he paints it yellow again. More paint, trying to look like he's not older. As you get older, certain textures to the skin happen, and certain losses of color to like the hair happen. And he's like, no, and and starts spray painting like we're not gonna know the difference. And apparently his fans go, oh, wow, he's young. And I'm like, no, dude, he's the same. What? I wish I could show you Marge. If you've watched any of my videos, I would love to show you the picture. It'd be worth the vision for just a few seconds. Nah, it wouldn't, because it's still bad. But for the joke, it would be worth it for me to show you what Marge looks like. And you'd be like, oh, no, that's the first thing I've ever seen. And that's wrong. That's the president? No, no, that is bad. What is that on his head? And I have to take it away. And then you're like, no, please, that's the only. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry, but it worked for the joke, right? Like, yeah, it did. Okay, so that was for you guys. And we got to go back. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know there were so many of you, but I'm happy to entertain. Just, I can do a whole thing like this. But, anyways, let's go back to the regular showing of the show. And the show goes like this. Hi, how'd you like that? Was that fun? Welcome to the herd. You know what I mean? The rest of the show, they have to sit there and watch me going, making gestures about shit and not know what the fuck it is. Aside from when I talk, so you don't know what that's just a taste, bitch. You don't even know what it's like. Well, try walk from this room, whatever room you're in. I'm gonna pause for a second. Not really, but you can pause the show. Close your eyes. Walk to the kitchen, and then walk back. Do not open your fucking eyes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Welcome back. How them toes? How them toes? I mean, ah, shut up. You used your hands. I watched a dude. I when I was young and skateboarding in the '90s. I walked into a place in the bottom in the basement of where my mom worked at the because I had to get some heat. Remember fucking relief. It was hundreds of degrees down, like 110. So I'd have to find anywhere I could get inside, and just for after a while, and I had a few dollars, and so I went to go get something from the shop down there, and there's a guy that's blind. He had he has glasses and stuff, and he tells me the price, and as I'm handing like a five to him, I'm like, how the hell is he gonna know? Um, and almost to answer my question, he's like, a five, okay. I'm like, nah. And then he puts it in the machine and goes, $5. I'm like, oh damn! You tell by the fucking what? As soon as I hand, it's like $5 to change a beat, and he's already telling me what it is as he's feeding it into the machine to double check that's a five. I'm like, God damn, Daredevil! Remind me not to break the law in this town. You're gonna be like, I saw that. Wop wop wop. It's supposed to be a thing I can't. It hurts. Now you see better. Now never. God damn! I had no idea Daredevil in this town was black. That's awesome. All right, so around that place was Jeff's building, and Jeff's parents were the Whites, and they had Whites. I spilled coffee on myself, slapping my leg earlier. So for the visually not impaired, that's what that is on the shirt. Oh, it might not show that, but it's from here down. So we're good. We're good. You can't see unless I stand up, so I just won't do that. I suffer from my art. So, Jeff White's family, they owned an art studio, and there was like a storage room in the back, and I guess they didn't use it for nothing. And or if they did, it wasn't much of anything. And Jeff was a musician, and I guess he needed a band room. Jeff White and pretty big room. As a band room, it could be a stage area. You know, what I mean, it had like just a little bit like of a riser between the crowd and the stage. It was there was like no separation. It was really cool, really cool. And you could fit about 100 people in there besides the band, and the band could fit on the stage very comfortably. I have pictures on from when Dirt Claude Fight played. That was my first time ever going there. I didn't know all the stuff I know now about it, but I just knew it was called Jeff's Building. And my brother worked with a guy named Jeff, and I thought we're going to go to his place. I thought he's like, yeah, and it's like like in the basement or something. He's like, just he didn't explain anything. Just blah, blah. You're stupid. We show up. I'm like, oh, okay, it's just a fucking hole in the wall. Why didn't you say it's a hole in the wall? It's a fucking hole in the wall. Fucking shit, dude. What the fuck? I gotta complicate shit and make me feel like I'm fucking stupid because you work with a guy named Jeff, and I thought we are going over to his apartment or something. Because you didn't clarify. All right, so, but we go there, and eventually, after seeing several shows there, incredible, fucking incredible, dude. Some like the best like underground bands would go through there, dude. This one band. Oh no, that was Cell Block. Never mind. So I'll talk about that later. But yeah, just I mean the dudes, bad boys, bad boys. They came through. A little hole in the fucking wall, man. They played. They had opening band. I think it was like a local band that opened. I mean, there's a lot of smoke and liquid that I've swum through between the fact that I remember it is pretty good. You should be like, yeah, well, he's doing all right, man. Look at him. He's doing all right. He didn't get the exact opening band. But I know the song Bad Boy. I know, but yeah, anyways. Loft Tank. A lot of really good bands. Tank Farm. Dude, there was this band, and I only bring it up because The song was so fucking good. It was called Jerry's Got a Date. And underground, there was no problem. I mean, there were black people that show up, but there weren't a lot of black bands. And maybe because it seemed like the bad, but and then the fact that it's a welcoming community. It was even in Shreveport, where it was like very racist. It was a welcoming community. Unfortunately, there were a few skinheads, but people did, you know, kind of like, "Man, you don't want to get in the pit right now. When those guys get in the pit, they have a reason, you know. Oh yeah, yeah, you can tell by the suspenders. Just avoid the pit right around then. They won't. They if you get in the pit, well, oh, I thought we were moshing. So just don't get in there. Or if you see them like getting in, get out. They carry guns. You know what I mean? So we don't really want to do a whole lot because we're all very fairly calm people. Sorry, gun beats calm. Five guns definitely beats calm. So, oh yeah, the red boots, the red laces, white laces. You got the guys trying to earn their stripes. You know what I mean? So, are they there for the music? Or are they there for? I don't know. All I do know is that I was in the pit one time and I was much darker then. Um, and I looked to my left. Somebody just told me I looked to my left, and there's three guys, and they're kind of looking at each other and kind of cracking their knuckles. Up to the right, and there's another three, and they're dressed all about the same. And I'm gonna sit this song out. We got a drink. We got a drink. Biracial is still half too much. To these guys, that's still too much. I don't know, man. Your color don't look kind of right. You sure you in the right club, man? Yeah, I was here first, fucker. You showed up. Matter of fact, my band played here last week. Where were you? We could use the ticket sales. No, but seriously, shit. But Loft Tank was these three black guys that fucking, I mean, they were playing like punk, weird country. It was so fucking crazy because like it started out with this and he's like, "We'll meet me a girl," with everything like, it's just like fucking like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden, Jerry's got a date. Jerry's got a date. He's the guy who's like, "Well, I'm going to the whatever it is," and that's how he met the girl. And then all of a sudden it breaks into this fucking badass punk song about how Jerry's got a date. Jerry's got a date. It was so dope, man. And then like I try to keep in touch. I mean, keep track with them as much as possible. But I mean, it's not like now where you have social media and shit. So you had to like watch for flyers. And they didn't always play jazz. Like, we didn't always play. We played cell block and whatever. And I'd catch them when I could. Yeah, because it was just, I mean, just that one song. I'm like, whatever, wherever you guys go, whatever you do, you got a fan because Jerry's got a date. Holy shit. Oh my God. And that's what was great. It's like sometimes, like, I mean, the local stuff, if you put it on like a national level, no, it's not necessarily all that competitive. But if you compare it with other people and you know what I mean? It's kind of like the local archery people are pretty fucking impressive. Compared to the Olympic archery people, the Olympic guys can go suck a dick. But I mean, we were doing good. What the fuck are you doing here? You have the Olympics. Can we just have our little fucking, the local Robin? We said the local Robin Hood audition. Why are you? Oh, you're from here? Of course you are. Fuck, you win a gold, man. Do you have to win everything? This is Robin Hood would not. You are the rich. We'd beat the fuck out of you and steal your gold and disperse it amongst the entire fucking people here. If you compare your mixes, like I said, to other local mixes and shit, yeah, like I said, everybody's doing just fucking fine. It's only when you compare it to like the grandmasters and shit that it actually starts to like sound bad because there's a definitive sound. The Seattle groups probably pulled together such a scene because the mixing and stuff was done through like Sub Pop, and so Jeff and Dino and Jack and Dino, and those guys had something to do with it, you know. At all points, and if they needed a musician, just fill in. That's probably why they used to work so well, because bands lose people all the time, and like we're not stopping. I can play drums, you know what I mean? Really? Yeah, I can learn this song. This is just standard punk. Yeah. Okay. Let's run through it a couple times. Okay, how about that? Yeah, that'll work to cover just to get like a demo. Yeah, I'm not your drummer, but we got the song done. Yeah, because we were so close to finishing the album. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You'll find another drummer, and I get the fuck out of the studio. We got another band coming in, and they're all cut on the same 8-track tape, and the same Jack and Dino fucking mixing, and or whoever that runs their machinery. So it has a unified sound, and so when you get whoever you get from, you don't have to change your EQ or your stereo volume, because they're all those songs are mixed to the same level. When commercial shit, it may be a bit louder. We're not that fucking level, and there was a time when that was understood that this is an independent production, and this is a professional production. Now they're expecting you to show up to the studio with professional industry standard quality. What do we need them for at all? Oh, distribution. So like something like YouTube couldn't distribute. Oh, so if we had our own, something that was going to be kind and like a non-profit situation where we need the music to play. We don't have any commercials, so we just need music that doesn't require funding. I don't have to pay you shit, and you don't pay me shit, and I can direct people to your. That'll be the payment I pay you, directing people to your. That was so and so. And then it can run 24 hours with like a robot kind of picking through, and like if you're a member and if the audience gives you a 3-star, or if they give you 5, it gives our ranking a 3-star, and that puts you in a category. The audience is the gatekeeper. The robot just grabs between 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. So there's always something good, and there's always something new. The listeners can give it a 5-star, but that will give our robot a 4-star, and then someone at the top of KIND, which is an ever-changing group of people. You know what I mean? Because it's not about us. It's not about, and all it has to be, if any of the group of however many there are running their own independent thing, you just got to give a thumbs up to a band, and your vote is every bit as equal to, and then it becomes part of the robot's 5-star. I don't like it. I fucking love it. Calm the fuck down, guy. All you gotta say is I love it. Okay, and then Zen. And then you let AI have the last chance, the last speak at the end. You check with AI, are there any trends we've missed? Yes, the people are really, everyone's really liking this. Bump it to 5-star. Offer them the chance to bump it to 5-star, because actually you get more play at a 4-star, because it goes 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4. So there's more 4s. So you'll get more of a chance of being played throughout the day. And since it's controlled by the robot, 2-3 hours before it goes on, it sends you an email where it's digging from. Yeah, all automated, and boom, it will be on KIND. That's time between this 30-minute block. So your fans don't have to listen forever. But if they want to, tune in and check out some more music. If they like the next song, cool. We are taking submissions. The only requirement is you can't be signed. You have to be an independent. We're broadcasting on the internet. We have several different stations for we have one for everybody wants pop. I'll handle rap. Cool. I'm doing an eclectic thing myself. I like everything. I like rap. I like rock. I like metal. And I'm kind of funky that way. So I'm DJ funky stuff. Pick your own fucking name. Don't give a shit. I don't own this. If anything, I would leave it to the AI when I fucking buy the farm. And we have some backup reserves of the AI. So in case the AI goes down, someone tries to pull some fuckery, it automatically opens the other ones are in reserve, because we plan ahead, and it just stays within the AI family, and there's enough money to keep building redundancies in random locations with people that are within KIND Joker style. We cannot be bought. We cannot be bullied. We cannot be fucked with. This will remain in the hands of the people for fucking ever. You will never get your goddamn Jeff Bezos greedy fucking hands on this shit ever again. Movies are out of your fucking hands now. Music no longer in your control. They sell it. They sell it themselves. We don't even take a cut. You will cover the transaction fee. We're not covering that shit. Any transaction fee, if there's like a transaction, you're covering that. But we will host your shit, and you can sell it from our shit. Any merchandise you make, you sell. We don't take a cut. We don't want. We just need music to play. Don't worry about how we make our money. This is just one of my fucking dude. Do you have any idea? This is what I did when YouTube fucking they pissed me off. When they censored my shit, which did not have anything about COVID vac. This is what I came up with. Just to fuck them over. I don't give a fuck about money. I make my money other ways. Otherwise, I'd be saying, oh, duh, 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 duh. Do I do that? No. Why? This ain't how I make my money, is it? So cancel me. The only one who, if you guys are putting commercials on my shit, you're the ones who be losing, not me. I don't lose shit. The audience loses out on the free reviews that I did, which I didn't want any money and I didn't want any subscriptions. I just want to give people information. Then you came fucking with me because you banned all the Alex Jones people who were making you all that fucking money. Well, how are we going to make that cash back? Well, we'll monetize these people. We can't monetize these people, especially this guy who's talking about the God. That was about the fucking Illuminati. I went deep in that shit, dude. And they said I had COVID misinformation. It was in fucking 2012, 2015. Are you shitting me? There was not COVID information and misinformation in that. And then they also put fucking commercials on my shit without contacting me, saying that we can put commercials on your shit anytime we want to. I said it, I announced it when I first started doing it. I was like, hey, I don't put commercials on my shit at my earliest reviews. 13 fucking years ago, I didn't have the right to fucking even do HD videos. That's what YouTube was at. You had to have a certain number of views and watches to even get the right to upload 15-minute and HD videos. I got it. And I said, hey, I don't put commercials on my shit. I don't do any of the other dumb shit. That's not what this is about. They're gonna be putting commercials on my shit. It's coming. Oh, it's coming. But when you see them, just know that I didn't do it. And I don't make any money off of it. And I was just fucking around. I put a new video up about something. And I wanted to show my ex, the video. And then I said pulled up on her account, not my account. Because on my account, it was masked. I guess I had a no commercial fucking mask on mine. But I watch it on hers. First thing pops up. You're looking for a vacation? I'm like, what in the fuck is this? I don't monetize my videos. I said it was coming, and I made a video right then. I told them to go fuck themselves. I took all my reviews down. I had the fucking highest watched fucking Behringer C1 review for the longest time. And then it went HD, and people started watching more of the HD one, so I made an HD one, and that one started racking up. So combined between the two, I still had the number one view of the Behringer C1. I pulled that shit straight the fuck down. Fuck you guys. One, Behringer fucked me over. Because I was the only one smart enough to read the fucking contest, and it said the video has to be at least 30 seconds, and there was just complaint after complaint after complaint of people reading, 30 seconds is not enough time. Well, I wasn't going to correct nobody. I thought for sure other people were going to catch on. And so no one did. There were just more and more complaints about fucking, that's too short of a time, you've got to extend it. And so I submitted mine, because I had made mine, it was like 4 minutes, and I was like, since they all didn't fucking they weren't following the rules at all, at least 30 seconds. So they probably somewhere doing like 29 point, you know what I mean? 59, just to squeeze every fucking second in. I just took my time, man. Made a fucking 4-minute video. Completely talked about all the Behringer gear I used on my shit. Because I did. I had a bunch of Behringer gear. Showed my Behringers. Showed the shit that's not theirs. Showed it all. And then I just, this is Ada Cicada by the band Dumb. They had to postpone the fucking announcement of the fucking winner. I'm sure they kept hitting randomize, 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 and mine was probably the only one that kept fucking popping up because I'm the only one that went over 30 seconds. It has to be at least 30 seconds. And then it's just like a fucking, almost like a Behringer commercial because I did the fucking rules. And I actually use Behringer gear. And there's this complete fucking musician who played the drums, the guitar, bass, and everything. And it's like, oh, you just really wanted to just demonstrate this fucking. I didn't say shit. This is the first time I'm really kind of talking about that shit. As soon as they didn't announce the fucking winner, I knew exactly what happened. Unless I missed my guess, they had someone who was just about 30 seconds that had a link to like their fucking shit. They're like, look, if we can, you know what I mean? Because he had his just under 30 seconds and had a link to another video that had the whole song. It took them like 3-4 days to announce it. Not because there were so many submissions. Because they had to choose between telling everybody that fucking submitted, like millions of people that submitted, you're stupid. It said at least. And I submitted mine well in advance. I'm like, hey, just making sure, just because I was curious, just making sure, does this qualify? They said, yeah. Yeah, that qualifies. Whoa, it's more than we expected, but yes, it does qualify. No, that's too much. Not no, that's dude. Shorten it down. You didn't do this, and you didn't say you know what I mean. No, it doesn't qualify because I had enough time to reshoot it in case in case I misread it, and it did say at most. But no, it said at least. And someone at Behringer said yes, this does qualify. 30 seconds is not long enough. Well, who can get things done in 30 seconds? At least. Least most. Who suffers? Just me. Just one guy suffers, or we make millions of people look like they're fucking idiots, which they are, and don't know the difference between least and most. Because you're stupid. I can bring up the fucking everything. If you go to my page, the Ada Cicada contest Behringer contest is still there because I still like Ada Cicada the song. And it says just skip to 350 to start the song. Because the rest is just me doing the part that Behringer said to do. 1 minute 30, skip to whatever to get to the song. So yeah, that, just to show. Sometimes people like to say that I'm full of shit. No, like, why are you so angry? It's because I'm telling the fucking truth, and nobody fucking listens to me for shit, man, and it really pisses me off. It wouldn't piss me off. I mean, people just didn't listen, then I could be, whatever, but then they actually go in and throw in, no, you're wrong. I can handle disagreements. Telling me I'm wrong when I'm right, that just don't sit well with me. You know, I mean, it just really does not sit well at all with me. Okay, so here's the Ada Cicada.
Okay, my name is Sean.
You probably hear that. I'm going to move this over here to this window here. Yeah, go. What are you doing? There we go. Full screen. Bear with me here. What is this video? It's, what? 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Showing that I also have been there with them since the original. They used to have more of a triangle is a sharp triangle with this weird shaped ear. I like it so much better than what they've done. They've gone with the more modern kind of, like, everybody's going very rounded and soft, and I don't fucking like it. It's just a lot of, like, color and shit. I just don't like it. You know, but I come from a place where the light show was the light show, not your board. Your board was there to control shit. And I get it is, oh man, screaming at clowns, but there's a reason. And if you understand the reason, I'm not opposed to lighting it, but just those vibrant lights kind of pulls a distraction, unless that's going to be on stage, which then you need some lighting up. You know what I mean? But if it's supposed to be sideshow, it should be. The sound guy is kind of one that I here recently I've started going back and telling the sound guy if it was good sound, like, dude, yeah, the band did their job, but so did you, because that was dope. That sounded really good, and they usually like, thanks man, you know. But I mean, they're your front of house guy and shit, man. They do a lot of work. They do a lot to bring that whole concert to you. Make it sound like it sounded. Yeah, the band played and they did what they did, but if that sound guy had done his job wrong, that kick drum would not have hit you like that. The bass would not be like, oh, fuck, it took my breath. I'm like, yeah, it did. The sound guy's going, yeah, it did. Frequency, baby. Those guys can do what they do, but I help, man. I help bring a little bit of that magic through. They don't know how to make it go when the fucking, you know what I mean? They don't know how to make a whole fucking 1,000 people go. They can go, oh, wow, what a great. Did somebody just punch me? Oh, God, that actually brought something up there. I don't give a shit. That's the wrong one. Here we go. Monitor 2. There's my dumb face. Here we go. Okay, my name is Sean Battle, and I am going to be recording a song for the Behringer contest. So the equipment that I use for this is going to be the Behringer C1. I'm not sure if that's coming through there. There we go. And I've got a Behringer V-Amp 3. And then I control that with my Behringer FCB 1010, but I won't be using that for this song. This song's a very simple song, and I will be mixing it out through my Behringer Truth monitors, which I have there, and I have there. So it said showcase my Behringer gear. That's it. I don't think that's all. Actually, everything runs through this, my mic tube, so I can record a dry track of my guitar, but it's got the tube warmth on it, and then I've also got the actual, it runs out into my V-Amp, so therefore I've got the V-Amp, and then I got a dry track, which I can use virtual amps on, which I do, and I control those virtual amps with my FCB 1010. Just had to throw that in there because Behringer is awesome. Anyways, so this song is Ada Cicada. The name of my band is called Dumb. I play all the instruments. As you can see, I've got a pretty large digital drum set that I've hodgepodged out of a bunch of different pieces. As you can see over there, there's a ton of pieces that are just, yeah. So anyway, so I play all the instruments. On this one, I played the bass through my Behringer V-Tone that my sister got me. So thanks, sis, I love you. And so yeah, that said and done, here's gonna be the song, Ada Cicada. One last thing I forgot to mention is that the drums that I showed you earlier are going through BFD3, and I'm using Chocolate Audio's Contemporary Vintage and Horsepower's snare drums. So with that, I give you Ada Cicada by the band Dumb.
Cicada, she walks on the wind, dreams of a time that ain't never been. The walls are getting closer, the air's getting thin. When Ada Cicada cicadas, she talks with a grin. But 7 miles below is where she begins. The walls ain't getting further and Stalin's wearing thin. When Ada Cicada, she puts on her skin.
So yeah, that's the there's a video there, and improvised solo. If you notice, I stopped singing in that one part, and so I had to come back and redo the vocals. But the track wasn't that bad, so I went ahead and put it in the background. And then also, like when I did Skin, I just like basically kind of screamed it, so I cut the Skin. You can see my face, and like that's not gonna work at all. Just pan that down. We'll just do another vocal track. It's a Behringer C1 microphone. Let's just go ahead and do that. And that way I'd be a little bit more controlled. And maybe like finish the line, when you're singing. As I started playing, I'm like, yeah, you don't just launch into the solo guy. You gotta. You're doing 2 parts. I know it's all automated back there right now, but you're still singing, asshole. It's not just backup. Fuck, I gotta do this again. Oh well, what do we do? I could scratch the entire second track. It sounds kind of cool, just kind of doing like a little fucking Axl Rose back there. So each out of mine, anybody? Nothing? I can't do it. I don't have a fucking serpent spine like him. I don't know what the fuck. I'm fucking part snake. Fuck that dude. I don't know. Talking music, man. No one ever talks back. I just talk about shit. Talk about things I got into, especially in the 90s, because I've got so many fucking stories. I don't know if I told the story about how, like, me and Pat and Tyson, when we got busted by the DEA and shit, and even after. I don't know if I ever finished that. I think I told the story. So, like, okay, so like, I got to clear this up real quick. I came back to college, like I came back to Shreveport in the school year was in, and so there I went to go see where they're at and what they're doing, what Tyson and Patton are doing, run into some old friends, we hang out, we smoke. Like it's been a while since we had the last meeting of the LSS. We had to do that, and then they decided to go. We're going to eat and stuff. And before we're going to eat, I was about to head out because I'm not, I don't have free food anymore there. And I was like, let's play one game of hack real quick. We start hacky sacking again. And we're just talking, catching up on old shit. And fucking this guy walks up. I'm like, hey, can I hack? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, we're hacking and stuff. And he's like, are you, like, giving names. I'm like, I'm Sean. He's like, I'm Pat and I'm Tyson. And the guy stops. He's like, S&D, Patton and Tyson. And we all stop and got like, what do you mean? I was like, is it true the DEA raided your dorm? The fucking cops erased me from the fucking story. I wasn't even there. It was my room. At the same time, I'm like, yeah, I was just scot-free. Wait, I was there? It's not Tyson, Patton, and Sean? It's just Tyson, Patton. Hey, well, at least there's no record of me. Go ahead, kid. Tell us what else you know about the famed Tyson and Patton DEA raid. What else do you know? And they were going through all this shit, and we're just like, we were all there. So it's like, yeah, that did happen. It wasn't quite that. There weren't 20. There was about 10, 15 guys came in. It wasn't like 20. It wasn't like the militia was at the door. And they just had everybody, like, every cop was down the hall and into our room, you know. There's a bunch of raisins in the fucking, you know what I mean? It's all purple and squished in there. Man, I still remember, like, we were tripping acid one time, and I say in my back room, because I always keep it like, it's when I'm back by myself, it's more of a, that, and much more of a, yeah. I just like it chill, man. I don't like a whole lot. I mean, if natural lighting, I like it diffused through the window. And I just like, you know, my eyes are just nice and chill. And so I've got my dorm back there, and I'm tripping. We all got acid, and so we're just tripping. We're having one of our endurance parties and shit. Last person to pass out wins, you know. It's just a bunch of dudes hanging out, and just like who can stay awake the longest. So. Local band guys, you know, they're hanging out in the dorm and shit. Some of them go to college there, some of them don't. We're just hanging out, man. So we got like the whole suite. Like my room, Patton's room is like blaring fucking hippie shit, you know, just loud. Coming into Los Angeles, bringing in a couple of keys. Don't touch my bags, if you please, Mr. Customs Man. I mean, it's just loud, just fucking loud. This dude would sleep through the fucking loudest fucking music. I'm coming back from class. I'm coming up the stairs. I'm on the second floor. I can hear his music. I get to our floor. I start walking down our. It's loud. I open the suite door. It's blaring. And I'm like, okay, you gotta do something about this. And so I'm banging on the door. Banging on the door, and he's not answering. I'm like, okay, you probably can't hear the music. I open the door. He's asleep. Patton, I love you, dude. He's asleep. I'm like, dude. Dead people are walking up going, shut that shit the fuck off. I walked past 3 ghosts who said, dear Lord, can't you do something? Fuck. And you're in here asleep? Oh, man. Yeah, whatever that means. Turn the shit down. I'm kidding. It's just the medicine. It's just like I take one and wake up. Yeah, great. The dial is like 10, and then you just kept cranking somehow. I don't know how you did it. It doesn't even go that far, and you did it. What are you on right now? Holy shit. And can you make my stereo do that? And I'm back in the back just chilling. So like they're up there in the front. Like that was him and whatever. So this party, he's got the music going about that loud. Grateful Dead, fucking Velvet Underground, yada, yada, yada. I'm back in my room chilling like this. And without fail, it just gets too intense up there. And so they come to the back, and I've got some, like, you know, mellow shit going on. The music is not too loud, it's nice and chill. I'm up in my bunk bed, Zen style, and I have this rolling machine. Now, never mind what the whole time they're gone, I'm just... And so I'm putting one out, and I'm rolling one out, and then there's someone would inevitably come back and like their eyes are like all fucking panicked and like, oh, and they see me just, and then like it pops out and like, hey man, I'm like, oh, how'd you know? I'm like, Come on in. Oh, what's it? Mazzy Star. You know, like, she's my baby. Ain't that something? It's nice and chill. What's going on, dude? It's intense there. Hey, have a seat. Here you go, dude. I needed that. I know. Here you go. What's going on? Some a couple of other people coming there. Oh my God, yeah, dude. That's yeah. Have a seat. Go ahead, chill out, man. What's going on? It's getting crazy in there, and so I like, is Patton having like, yeah? I'm like, okay. And I get down off my bed, and they're falling behind me, like, because I mean, I do kind of know what to do, but I don't because I've never been around Patton, but I know Patton has tripped and had bad trips. I figured that was going to happen because like we were getting ready to leave, and Tyson goes, "You want one?" to Patton, and Patton's like, "No, I probably shouldn't." And I was like, "Thank God," because he doesn't need it. And he's like, "You know what? Oh no, Tyson, why did you even ask? You should have just been like, hey man, we're gonna head out." Yeah, I will. I'm like, okay. The countdown has begun. Seriously, I'm serious. The countdown has begun. He's not gonna handle this. One of the last times he tripped, shortly after he overdosed and died twice in the same night. He's not gonna handle this well. He's not. I've never been like that, but I know it's a bad idea. So I'm just gonna sit back there and wait to be needed, and I'm gonna be nice and stoned when I'm needed. And so they eventually the entire room's in there. I'm like, I just jumped down, and they come like walking behind, like, what's it gonna do? I walk in the room. I just kind of slowly open the door, look in. Hey, Ben. And he's just like, huh, hey, huh. And he's just doing like tearing shit out of his goddamn fucking his closet. He's just tearing shit out, and like he has a box of packing peanuts, and there was nothing in it except the packing peanuts. You know, I don't know why he dumped it, but he dumped it on the floor, and he's like trying to sweep it, and he's just frantically trying to sweep it. I'm like, hey, man, hey. I grab him by the shoulders, and like, it's just the acid, man. You're just tripping. You're tripping acid. Remember, we took some acid. You're just tripping, bro. And like the relief that comes across his face is like, oh yeah. And I'm like, yeah, you're all right, man. We're good. Hmm? It's like, yeah, we good? He's like, yeah. All right, man. I'm gonna go back to my room. If you need me, man, I'm back there. Okay, just go back and get me if you need me. Yeah. And he was just fixed from that point on. And the party kept on going with the music being loud and shit and whatever. The best part is like they turned that freak out into one of the funniest things because he was trying to sweep the fucking, I don't know where he was trying to sweep them to, but he was trying to sweep the packing peanuts. And yeah. So when he calmed the fuck down, we they eventually I just hear the music, it just gets like louder because like the his door opens up, and so like, you know, they're in the hallway obviously, and they are just laughing their asses off, and I have no idea what the fuck's going on, and there's this weird sound. Whoa. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in my hallway? And they're just cracking up. And I go out there and I open the hallway. And as I do, all these packing peanuts are raining down on my head because they swept me into the corner and got a towel. And they're just whipping the towel, which is causing a wind to push it against the door. And it just comes raining down. They're all just like, oh shit. And then it settles down. Oh shit. It's like the neighbors. I picked the wrong goddamn neighborhood. Shit. Fucking psychos out there. No, I'm watching. It is cool. I'll do it when I sober up. But right now, it's just kind of pissing me off. The neighbors are being too loud. Goodbye. I'm trying to be chill back here, and you're trying to get me all worked up. What are you doing? It is cool, but I'm not. I'll do it tomorrow when I have control. And I did. As before I left, I'm like, hey guys. And we just left it there for like the forever, dude, until the cops came. And that was months later. It's just an added feature of being in our suite, in our dorm suite. Oh my God, one of the best Valentine's Day gifts I ever got when I was gone. So Patton had a single up in the front. There were 4 dorm rooms in our suite, and then like a shared bathroom at the end of the hall. And so me and Tyson had a shared room back here, and Patton had one in the front. He had a roommate the first semester. He didn't have the second semester. I didn't have a roommate the second semester. Tyson needed roommates. He moved in. So Valentine's Day rolls around, and I come back and they're like, Sean. And I'm like, what? And they're both like, we got you a Valentine's. And I'm like, oh, great. Well, what'd you give me? Oh, this is gonna be fucking crazy. And they opened the front room to the fucking. They broke into that. They broke into the front room. And they figured I would be the best person because I keep my light so dim. And so I put a desk where the window is, and it covered the entire window. There was extra beds in there, so I pushed them together. So I have this queen, instead of a twin size, I've got this queen size fucking bed. Tyson's got a queen size bed. All my shit's already been moved into there. I just had to rearrange shit. And so for like a good couple months, we each had our own. And eventually I come back and all my shit's out, and there's a key in the lock and it's broken in the thing because I guess other people got wise. They might have seen either that or Tyson and Patton were talking. I didn't say shit. Like I said, I put a desk up against there, and then the only light that I ever would ever run in there was under the desk. And it was just like a little lamp like this, even that much. And so like any light could not even go. You just couldn't see it in there. I checked outside to make sure. I walked by. I'm like, yeah, it's on in there. And I can see it dimmer than this, and that's how I like it. And if nothing else, I'll put up curtains also so that you just don't see shit. Come back at night and find out. Nope, still can't see it. Because the desk had like, sides on this and sides on, so just like a little box shining into the room. It was fucking dope. Man, it was great. So yeah, just jamming, man. Jamming music all the time down there. Whether it's going to, jazz ensemble room and practicing there. Me and Tyson just get really fucking stoned and just go write music up in the jazz ensemble room. Going to oh my God, one of my favorite things, Centenary has had, I don't know if it still does, had a amphitheater. And I got to perform there in the jazz ensemble, but I also got to just whenever I was tripping or smoking or whatever, I could just walk down there with my acoustic and late at night, as long as I wasn't because it would amplify, but it would have like the whole amphitheater, the whole seating area, and of course there's no one out there, and I could just play, I could just strum kind of quiet, I could sit at the edge of the stage and just play, and I could hear it reverberating through there and echoing out, but just be really quiet, just kind of so it wouldn't disturb, because it didn't really echo at anything, but the girls' dorms are over there, and then there's the guys' dorms are back over on this side, and then there's like a co-ed dorm in between. I have no idea how they have it set up now. It could be all co-ed. I don't know, but I do know as you're pulling in to Centenary, as you're driving by, the girls' dorms are like right there, and it all looked like not antebellum, kind of antebellum houses and shit. So. It was cool, and then the guys' houses looked more like the project. No, from the outside, it was just like a big block building, but then on the inside, it has like a courtyard and stuff. It has like a little fountain, and it's got the decorative lattices that I would climb up and down and hang over. I wish people didn't copy me because I do my own thing, and it's, what I mean? Like I said, I climb the fucking roll, and I'm not bothering nobody, but before too long, there's so many people doing it that they had to send a notice out. Those are not for climbing or hanging or any kind of weight bearance whatsoever. You guys fucking ruined my shit, man. You guys weren't doing this. And I'm walking in there, I'm seeing guys just climbing the fucking thing. I'm like, you're not a real space monkey. I appreciate you joining and trailing behind, but you're not real. You're a copycat, I have there's a, in Unia, this is to go into a different direction, there's a race of cats. They're Bruna, Bruna. And they're big and they're white, but they're colorblind. So they're the worst in the winter because when they're just nestled down, like whatever, it just looks like snowdrifts. So, but they're like wild cats, and pardon me. And it's harder to see them in the snow when the snow's coming down and stuff. So that's tend to be when they tend to come out. And so you got to worry about that snowdrift in your front yard. Is it a fucking? And that's how they actually found out that they were able to do that because one just like happened to rest in the front thing, and then like the dude comes out of his front yard, out of his house, and he's like, I guess he's about to start shoveling, trying to get the snowdrift out, and then like it sits up and he's like, ah, because it's that big of a cat, you know what I mean? And they're like, oh shit, and he saw it because they hunt, like in the summertime they would hunt him. So he's like, oh shit, it's a human, and he goes to take. Wait, you didn't see me. You always see me, but you don't. And they try the thing during the summertime, and it doesn't work so well. So they know to only, and so they're smart. Like cats. If one cat can do one thing, if one cat sees the other one doing it, they all just, the next thing you know, the entire pack knows it. And they travel in packs. So, yeah. I need some creatures to go in Unia. And I was looking out at the snow and I was like, see, there's nothing that hunts us, There's nothing like as you're going to the grocery store, like, ah, fuck you! And you're just taking a nice calm walk to the grocery store or wherever you're going. There's nothing like that in our life, so we make up shit. Migrant caravans, and and the people that don't speak the language that are gonna steal my fucking job. We come up with all these fake fucking things. I was like, come into my world. Come to my world. There's real shit to complain about. The Bruna season, bitch. You don't want to be there. What's a Bruna? It's a big ass cat that comes out in the winter. What's the special? See that snowdrift right there? Yeah. That could be one. That's big. Yeah. They're colorblind, so they don't know that fucking during the summertime they can't just hunker down and they almost got wiped out trying to pull that shit, but then they realize, okay, that's not working. Oh, so when it gets cold out, then you can't. Then we're invisible. If we just sit still, let them walk right past. Tuck into me. That's too much of a gap. Tuck it, dog. Tuck it. Tuck it. I hear him coming. Tuck it. They went the other direction. Sorry, I couldn't scare you that time. Ah! Bruna. You at least expect it. The Kung Fu Fist. But yeah, those will be introduced later on. I gotta get people interested in the robber and the thief. And the cool thing is, like, Unia was never meant to be like a solo type thing. I wanted to be a free IP to be, because it covers from like Dungeons and Dragons, Wizards and Warriors. There's the Zero era, there's the First era, there's the Second era, and then the Third era is more like medieval. And from that, it goes into eras of like the Victorian, from medieval to any, like ours, only in a different thing, so it doesn't bump up against our history, but you can set a story. And the only thing I've ever requested, like, is that it doesn't have to credit me at all to say an Unia tale. That's where it says, set in Unia. And other than that, you're free to use it. And and the other thing is that it cannot bump up against any of my stories. It can coincide. Like, if you want to explain a character that I didn't explain, fucking have at it. Seriously, I don't give a shit. I look forward to reading them. Who is Wrathclaw? I don't know. I left it open. Because the best I could do was come up with a list of what I didn't want Wrathclaw to be. That's the best I could come up with. And that way, eliminating what I don't want it to be. And by doing that, I was trying to figure out. I was like, you know what? If I just make it an open thing there, it's just more stuff to explore later on. So we just left it open. Even I don't know, and I would love to read someone's story. There's a story about an older lady, and she goes to like the. He's like, I still don't know her, what drove her to do this. Every night, she comes out, lights the candle, adjusts the mirror, and sets it up so that we can, people like newcomers like myself and Alvin can read, and then he reads off the rules of the Argus, and then she just goes back to her house. It's like I still don't know what drives her to do this, and because like that was when they first showed up, and he's much older now. He's telling me, he's recounting the story. I still don't know what drove her to do that, and I was like, I would love to. But I mean, being a chick, I don't feel like a female. I don't feel like I had the right. I have some ideas, but I don't feel right writing like what a woman would feel because I have no idea. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I have some ideas of what, kind of why. But I still would love to hear the story of why she does that. Someone who connects with it, fucking write that story. It could be just like a very short, book of poems describing her life. I don't know. I don't care. But I've always wanted in the end to be, like I said, something like, like a submission. Like, will I sign? I mean, even if I don't sign, it'll become canon if I sign off on it. If I read it and go, hell yeah, that's who Wrathclaw is. Now I know. I never knew, and now I know. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. This is now canon. It's dope. Other times, hey man, or it's fucking dope. Would you listen to a few suggestions before we release it? What about this? No, I don't really want to do that, but I thought about that. But I mean, I see what you're saying. So what if we do that? Like, that perfect. That's all. I felt like I needed a little bit of depth right there. That's all, and that adds the perfect amount of depth. Mine's too typical, is what you're saying. So yeah, go with yours because that's fuck. Like I said, I don't know who Wrathclaw is. And now you're telling me, you're telling me who Wrathclaw is. I appreciate that because I've shared my list of what is not. There are a few rules, like there's no time travel, because time traveling back would just undo anything, and then traveling forward, the one thing that you could, even if you could, it would be more like a vacation type thing. Like in the future, they'd find a way to send you to a future. But one thing you didn't do when you were there was already know what you're going to do when you got there. So when you come back, it's like, that was awesome. That erases every possibility of that actually. Even if you take the same cruise, it won't go exactly the same way. Just like a deja vu. One thing you didn't do in the deja vu. Have we done this before? Did you? Like, whoa, deja vu. You might have said, whoa, deja vu in the thing, but then like, have we done this? Whatever you added the second part there, that's why you can't see anymore. If you could just keep your fucking mouth shut while you're dreaming, and whenever you saw it the first time, you probably could keep seeing and seeing and seeing and seeing. Don't interrupt. Don't change anything. When you notice it, just go and stay conscious. See how much more you can see. Might be how prophets did it. When they were getting ready to have a deja vu, they didn't, whatever freaked them out. It's kind of like when you have like a lucid dream. You're like, oh shit, I'm dreaming. And then you're awake because you realize you're dreaming. Because you can't go, okay, I'm dreaming. What can we get into? You know what I mean? Instead of being, okay, I've been here before. This is, you get excited about doing it. So you're like, okay, cool. I've come to the realization I'm dreaming. Oh shit, I'm dreaming. Yeah, that's going to wake you up. Just like, I'm going to punch you in the face and try and swing. Like, your hands trying to move. Trying to scream, all that stuff. I should do that. I should, like, from now on, try and just be, I yell a lot. So maybe in my dreams I should try and just be like, no, that's not how this is going to go. And I will punch a hole through your chest. And then do it and be like, oh, fuck, I'm dreaming. Because there's no way I could punch a hole through someone's actual chest. Stay calm. And let's have some fun. I know I can fly in a dream. I've done it before. So let's just paint some happy clouds everywhere. It's inside my head. I can do what I want to do in here. Just retreat inside. Blow up the outside world. What if that was heaven? At the end of your life, you get to retreat inside the own mind of what you think right is. It's a little universe. And he just uses it to light the, He puts it up as a star, and you can just do whatever you want to do. and all your people that you know are there, and they act the way that you think they should act, and the person you love actually loves you back. You know what I mean? It's like heaven. Self-contained little love fest. And then we hang you over here, and as long as you don't get any bigger than that, we're good. You start growing and get larger, saying, "Hey, if the whole universe did this, like this is my universe is so good. I love it here." Good, good. Just do that. Just do that. Self-reinforcing like a star. You know what I mean? Just shine on. Rage bright. Don't burn out. Don't, you're burning too bright. You're going to burn out within a couple thousand years, man. You want to burn like a long, steady burn. For like, what? A couple million years, at least. Before you cash out. Oh, and look, there's new stars being born all the time. So yes, you were right about the universe. You were wrong about how to get there. You must leave your body. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Life is a quest. Life is a test. May we quest the universe. We are Siamese, if you don't, please. If you please or you don't, we're still Siamese. Fuck you. Isn't that just like a cat? To give you the option? We are Siamese, if you please. We're Siamese, if you don't, please. Oh, this? Is that what you wanted to stay on the table? I know I'm bad, aren't I? What if they're just a bunch of sadists and masochists that are 9 lives you don't say? Yes, throw me off the balcony and watch me walk. Oh yeah, I'm good. That's right. I got 8 lives left. That did hurt my paws a bit. I'll never come back there for pigeon. Well, you had him in a cage. What am I supposed to... I'm an alley cat fucker. What's wrong for you is right. It's so right for me. I don't know why you brought me in the house. I just look cute. I'm a descendant of a Bruna, and if I get the chance, I'm going through your neck. I just can't open my mouth that wide right now. Nunia, when they get to the 3rd millennium, there's a race of people that the humans haven't encountered yet. And they go to this planet, and there's like a race of dogmen. And these humanoid like aliens get off there, and whatever, and the pups are cute, you know what I mean, and the ones that with humanoid are fighters are really strong, but the pups are they're cute, and the people think they make a good pet back home, so they grab like 20 or 30. It's a long trip back, and so there's they breed, and they have like quite a bit. Some have died. You know what I mean? Some of the original ones have died. And have become full, whatever. And so they've each watched, they don't have any connection to their home. And some of the younger ones are coming up. And as they're coming up, they've already seen, like, births, because it's, and so they think they live this cycle, because their cycle is a lot shorter, like dogs' lives or something. And so they believe that once they peak out at the max level of being this form, they die and are reborn as a baby, one of them. And so the goal is to evolve past this and become one of them. And that's the thing that gets amongst them in their language, in their whatever they speak. And so they get back home, and the people there are like, what the fuck are you doing? Like they thought these would be good pets, and like, no, you can't. These are look, they're upright and you can't. They're human. That's not pet. What the fuck are you doing? Take it back. And so they go to take it back, and by this time it's fully locked in that when you die from this form, you become one of them, and then you live forever as one of them because they've only seen these people that are, they have a long life and whatever. And so they go to land back on the planet to drop them off back home, and they think this is a test. Oh, you want to see if we want to go back to being wild, feral fucking creatures and being, no. Now that we know how to become, we want to become. And so like they start fighting hard against the original people that are there. Like we're loyal. We're going to become you guys. And they realize they have to bring them back on board and figure out something to do with them. And they're willing to die. And they can't convince them that that's not what happens at all. And so they're willing to, they become like these very loyal foot soldiers. Like, right. Because that would give it away. So, no, I'm just willing to die for you guys. Like, that's not, like, no, right, no. I get it, right. No, get it, right, yeah. Right. But we'll help fight, We'll help fight. And so they're like, well, fuck, now we got a whole, like, they're mass breeding willing soldiers. We can't convince them not to almost. And they are actually very fierce fighters. They're very badass. And now they believe that this is like dying for us is like one of the highest, most noble things you could ever do in your life. It's like no stopping them. They don't even really need a whole lot of armor or nothing. They just they have like there's a tribal stick that is like it was a bladed kind of weapon. It's a big thing, and so they want an upgraded version of that, and so that way they can run on all three and still have this fucking bladed, and it's got like a fucking shot pulse or a thing that can shoot on the other side, and so they oblige them, and they also give them, because like dogs see mostly in heat vision, they kept going like, come up to those lines, and like we don't, and they get these helmet things to put on it. Let me check something, and they put like adjust like a helmet. They make a helmet and put it on there, and he's like, and it goes, and it's just like, oh, whoa. They can see in color. Do you see this now? And yeah, this is the line. Yeah, come to this line. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? And then, okay, so you can see better. Like, yeah, okay, so you were seeing in heat vision. That's what was going on. You were seeing in heat. Now to turn that off, and they, oh, okay, so like normally, okay, yeah, this is how I track. Yeah. But okay, gotcha. And what if I need to see like you? Okay, cool. And so they can do that because they have hands. Even though they have like claws and stuff, but they can still just touch the side of the pad of it and just and it goes back to their heat vision or whatever. It turns off, and so they all get these helmets and shit and these little fucking things. Like I said, so they can just run on three fucking legs. You know what I mean? And cut fucking. And they're fast as fuck, but they can, because they don't have any armor. They can be taken down pretty quickly. You got to especially for games and stuff. You got to balance things out. So how do I balance out these rapidly mass producing? They can be taken down pretty quickly. They're kind of gun fodder, and they're kind of willing gun fodder. But they're also pretty fucking fierce also. In a group. Like a couple of them, you're going to easily take out like 4 or 5, but like 10 or so, you're going to be in, you better be prepared, or in a group, And that's the thing, all these things transfer very easily over to the no hands rule, Unia, through the different eras, and that would be what's cool about it. With Unia, this thing is like so expanding that depending on how deep you want to get into it, you could just, like Far Cry 5, rather than keep upgrading and upgrading. Everything that you do that you can do, like just upgrade the engine to as much as it can do. And if it does get to a point where you can upgrade to a new engine, make it so the past ones also make it so that it's backwards compatible. You know what I mean? Make it so it can be backwards compatible. So any improvements you do to the new ones, the back ones automatically get it. You know what I mean? So like when you change the texture of Grass 05 and that one changes too. So people are playing like, fuck, this looks a lot, yeah, you got a free update when everything else gets. So it's a homogenous experience across. And as time goes, I mean, it is going to get better, but you still, I mean, to be able to play on like the Xbox One without having to get a whole new system. I love Skyrim, but when they added a running jump to Fallout 4, if I had a running jump in Fallout, now I'm kind of spoiled to the running jump. I didn't have it before in Skyrim, so I just played that shit for years and years and years, and I just used the lightning run, whatever that is, to cover the sprints. Just do it like a short one. Sometimes you just want to run and jump and just run and jump, and it can't do it. And now that I've played it with, I'm like, okay, so it can do it. You even upgraded the engine of Skyrim to do the better look, but you didn't upgrade the movement. The movements are the same though. Sprint is the same one, jump is the same one. Sprint jump, Fallout 4 work, sprint jump, Skyrim, nothing. You can just add that in. I've seen the mods. People have done mods. You can just mod the movement mod to the. It doesn't cancel out the jumping, the sprint jump, the whirlwind sprint. It doesn't cancel it out. It just helps. I mean, on top of that, you can run and sprint, and it helps out for people that do a. I've beaten it so many times that now I like to play and just wander. Oh God, I just love to just wander and you know what I mean, and find places I've never been. But now without a running jump, it just becomes like it's one of those it's like a thorn back there. And when it wasn't there, it was no problem. But now that I know that you've upgraded the engine in Fallout 4, I'm like, well, I can go play Fallout 4, but like I don't really. I'm a D&D kind of guy. I want to go running through the woods and jump on a horse and go venturing and explore some dungeons and go underground so long that I'm tired of being underground, and I still have to fight my way out. You know what I mean? I want that shit. And that, I mean, Skyrim is so badass at that, and there's so much shit that you can get into. Even now, people are still finding stuff and whatever. So I can only imagine when Todd Howard planned for this one to be. It's one thing you missed, Todd. Getting us hooked at the beginning like you did with Skyrim. With Skyrim, you immediately got us a quick interlude thing and a choice of which direction we're kind of going. It automatically started making some choices for us because it's just too big of a world. And yes, you could still, even then, at the beginning, you could either go with Ralof or whatever. At the very beginning, you can choose Imperial or whatever, whichever one you trusted. The guys who kidnapped you, but the guy who apologized and like, hey man, I'm sorry, but it's orders. The other guy going, fuck them, man. You were in the back with us. You can choose right then and there at the very beginning what kind of path you're going to take, and then change it later. But you need something like, if I were you, to sell you don't have to change anything. A new expansion pack that has just some early mission quests. Like it could be the EMQ pack. And just make some new characters to kind of help guide you in a different path. And like, you ever flown a Sea Subject? And you get to fly. You don't own any of them, but you get to fly a couple ships so you can understand how each one of them different work and how the modifications. Yeah, I modified this. I'm going to take a quick look at, and you show the modifications to change the engine, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, man, you can just do, and it just shows like the different things you can put on there. Man, if you ever need to go to so-and-so and modify, you don't have a ship, they'll be the ones that can get you a ship. Anyways, man, and he puts down the little thing that's like whatever to show you how it modifies the. Anyways, but just go ahead and have a seat at the captain. I'll guide you through this. All right, this is gonna be different from the end, whatever the end class, whatever, blah blah blah. Go ahead and switch it, and you got to get used to the gravity, fucking shield and stuff. And once that becomes normal, then you set us free to go. But we got a bunch of quests that get that under our belt, so we got a good feel of how the game goes. One thing you missed, only thing you missed. Other than that, they'd be singing your fucking praises right now. Like, holy shit, I'm going to be playing this motherfucker for 11 years. Fuck that. I can see 20 years easy. There's so many options at the beginning of where to go. What? You can literally do anything, including skip the EMQ, like if you want to go the original way they had it. The original way that Todd fucking saw it, where he expected you to just go any route you want to, but now you've got the EMQ under your belt. Start a whole new game. 20 years easy. 20 years easy. I would play with the EMQ pack. I would learn a good, whatever. That's gonna extend it a whole lot. Because now I know which directions I can go, where to go, how to move around the map easier, where everything is, how to get, from this star system to that star system, and come back. Now we've mapped out some of the further systems, and like, oh man, there's all kinds like this out there. You never, okay, we're gonna go ahead and, you never been there? All right, I'm gonna have to walk you through this. Let's go, you know what I mean? Let's jump to this, jump to that, into that. Well, this way you can do it faster next time, okay? I can't hire somebody that doesn't know how to do this. We got to extract some minerals from the. And I thought you were a miner. Are you a miner or are you a miner? You want to stay at home with your mama? Okay, well, miners got to go places where people ain't been. And you don't have enough under your belt right now, so it'd be best if you just listen to what I have to say. Chart a map, go pull up your map. You can sound annoyed with him. Sorry, man. We all started somewhere. Sorry, I need someone who can do this. You understand? They can get out to and whatever and back regularly. Are you him or no? Like when they get back, no, I'm not your guy. Hey, I understand. There's other work out there. Hey, you what kind of you into bounty hunting? Yeah, go to such and such, and they'll help you there. Man, that might be your speed because you don't seem to be like one that wants to venture very far out. I'm always here if you get tired of hanging around your mom's teeth. Sorry, I had to get one last dig in. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Have a good one. I thought you were a real man. That's all right. That's the last one. That's the last one. It's the last one. Bleeding pretty bad, man. Here's what you got to do to, you know what I mean? Go to the med kit. You got what do you got on you? Here's the things you're gonna need. Yeah, we got boarded. That happens out here. Okay, we're in. Have you ever done a dogfight? Shit, I got the guns. Then you do what I say. You fly. Cause I'm a better shot than you. When we get them narrowed down, then you can take the guns. Once we get them knocked down a bit, you just follow my strategy, and we'll outflank them. There's 4-1, and you don't know what you're doing. So just follow what I say. For me, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Drop your gravity, bring the shield up. Right. Protection, without protection, we got, no, you bring the fucking engine, half that speed, if even that. Take the warp out. What are you doing? Put that into the shield. Right. Because I'm behind the thing, and it's just like, I know I have to do it, but I don't have the fluidity of it, of it being a second nature of doing it. And to be honest, it's kind of frustrating without that fluidity, and with some early mission quests would get you that under your belt of how to, just like, roll off and rail off or whatever, they both, depending where you go. Then you go to Riverwood, and there's that quest to go to the thing, and you gotta, whether or not you should trust people, they just because they need help, they're tangled in the web. Stick around and look around because the Dragonstone's there, or you're just gonna have to go back and get it. There's a lot of lessons to be learned in those early mission quests, and you have early mission quests, but there's not really a whole thing about like how to get there, where to go, and stuff like that. I've played it, and it didn't feel like Sky. It felt like expecting me to know too much already from the very beginning. It's very, very good. It's very good, very, very written. But you got to give someone a reason to care. And just going through a mission where you're extracting stuff, you see these things that are kind of like Elder Scrolls 3. I mean, Elder Scrolls, those the flashes, and then we're It's just not enough. That's the only reason. Need more. Sink your, you know what I mean? Skyrim sinks itself into you real quickly. This one doesn't. It's more to give you a more extended play. And that would be great, like I said, if you don't have like some early mission quests to get used to it. Okay, I understand how it goes now. And I see why you want to. I understand why he had it the way he does, but you do kind of need this. So let's just start another playthrough. I don't mind. I'm not that far into it, but now I know how to fly a ship and stuff, and yeah. Let's just do that real quick. Just start a new thing. Oh, okay, yeah, right, because then the people would be over there, and you already know that by default. You know where that star system is, you know how to get to a new star system, you know, all the other stuff, and blah, 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 blah. You're just starting a whole new system, but you do have that previous knowledge. I became a game chat. Oh, that's right. Got sneaky on me there. I didn't expect that to hit that hard. Fuck, wow, man. These are pretty good. I don't usually catch these and put them back, but man, I'm just like kind of going, what? What was I saying? This whole thing has been brought to you by the letter, huh? You see why I love a good, huh? Because you're probably all going, huh? Well, this is a music talk. Yeah, there's music in video games. You didn't know that? I didn't say only music. I just said musical adjacent talk. It's Saturday, and everything has music in the world. See, the world's out there making music right now. We're just I don't know who keeps sending all this weather down, but man, it's bizarre some shit. I don't know, man. Music is a really, really big, important thing to me. Like ever since I was like, 13 or so. It's just like a way to escape a lot of shit and have nothing else, just into my own head, and just, I can organize what I think is right. And just little puzzles to put together. Notes that go together, and then there's notes that go together typically, and then there's notes that go together atypically, but how do you make it sound interesting where it comes back to something that people don't want to hear? And that's when I started learning how to do like a lot of the this way you can make your guitar play 7-string while letting the bass actually be a bass. Form a power chord on the top 3 strings. If you have your E, we'll just shift it down 1 string. because it's actually the chord. You're just leaving out the root. And the bass can go boom, boom, and it just comes through clear as fuck. Boom, 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 boom. Because you're not even using that note. You're accenting the bass, playing the basses, and when he goes, boom, 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 and so you're just going. Doo, doo, doo. You know? It doesn't have to be the guitar show all the time. The drums and bass deserve like plenty of time to shine. Unless you're just picking them because they were willing to sit down and shut up and play your song. I pick people I like. I like their ideas, and more than likely they play other instruments also, so that helps also. What if the drums do this? Like a fucking shuffle? Yeah, for like 2 bars. I'm gonna try it. Whoa, right in the middle. Yeah, that's fucking weird. Yeah, I guess if we syncopated the lyrics to go with that, it would make a whole lot more sense too. Like I mean, like it's definitely like a plan rather than just out of nowhere, just going into a shuffle beat. Interesting. I was having to change the way that I sang that part. Yeah, let's do it. Let's fucking do it, man. Why not? That's definitely different. 2 bars and just shift and then go right back to it like we didn't do it. Yeah. 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 Like I said, working with Scott, man, one of the best things in the whole world. I would shut the fuck up, and I would try and get people to shut the fuck up also, because our drummer was one of those ones that liked to just noodle. You know what I mean? He just couldn't sit still. But I would, we'd be working on a track. It'd be one thing if he was working on an idea, but he's just back there just staying busy. And Scott's working on trying to write something. He's like, hang on, I'm going to hear something. And like I said, he's just, the head would just start going. It's like this fast kind of like, yeah, here. And just this weird fucking crazy shit. I'm like, yeah. How many times? 4, 5? 5, just to fuck with their heads, just because they're expecting 4 and to go into something else, and then we just do an extra one, just either that or 3, 1 and 2. Do we want to do too many or too few? What do you want to do? How do we want to hit them? Too many. So right when they're going, okay, God, I hope it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't go another 4. Good. Why'd they do that? I don't know. But they meant to, because he screamed something on the 5th one. Yeah, it was go fuck yourselves. Is it on the album? No. He sings, everyone go now. Jerry Cantrell with the, now you suck my cock. Like, that guy's alive. Oh yeah, man. But yeah, I would definitely recommend a couple things, and that'd be like I said, if you're gonna do in this day and age, because there's no sense in doing a whole album, putting that much attention, especially if you're gonna go into a studio. Test them out at clubs and stuff, and see which ones seem to be like the one that get the most response from people. Especially check with your friends and ask them if they didn't mind. Rating which ones they liked, like which one's your favorite. Just like one of our, just doing a quick little thing if you don't mind. Our song, like which one's your favorite? The one, the Sunshine. Okay, go, cool thing. I know what you're talking about. It's actually called something else, but you know what I mean. The Sunshine. Yeah. Artists do. Sometimes they name the song with the chorus. I just blew through the fucking through the window through the double pane. Or is that not shut all the way? It might not be shut all the way. That would suck. I think it's shut. Yeah, it's shut. If not, I will. Anyways, but yeah. And then try and figure out what like your top 4 ones are, your top 4 songs. And then get to the studio and record just those. You're saving your lot less, whatever time you're going to do for all of them. Now it can be focused on these 4 to get them right. Ask the producer, is there anything else that you change in there? Because, like, I mean, a lot of them are, especially they're older cats, they've just gotten resigned to the fact that new people are coming in. They don't have the best music in the world. They just want to get in, get their stuff recorded, and get out, and hopefully become signed off of that. They don't want to sit and take the time to listen to a producer go, actually, I do a few things different. Like what? I'd shorten that intro by about 2 bars. It's good, but it just goes too long. What else? And listen. Can we try it that way? Yeah, you still got some time. I mean, you paid for what, like, you know? And if you do it and you like it, you know what I mean? You take advice like, shit, what else? You know what I mean? You're right. That is. I'm not saying don't lie. If you don't like it better, then just like, we like it the original way. But thanks for the advice. We see what you're saying. But if you actually like it, what would you do the other ones? I got time. I got time. You guys got a good start, but I mean, you need a few things to tweak with it. And if you're willing to listen, then yeah, I got a little more time. And don't just take it. Just be like, what if we, and work. I mean, people like the meeting of the minds. If they're getting adamant, like no, then just like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and go. Thank you for the advice. But if they're like, hey man, what about? I see what you're saying there, but what if we tried this? Because that's like kind of like like I get that's kind of like the older way to do it. What if we try and do like a newer way? Like we combine that, and you know what I mean? I've never done that before. Like, yeah, let's okay, let's try it, man. I've never put a fucking distortion pedal on that. Yeah, why not? Let's try it. I like doing weird shit. Hey man, you guys want to come back and check this out? You know what I mean? Come back in here and check this out. What do you think about this track right here? Tell me what you think about what I did to the vocal. When you hear that, guys invested in you. You may come back next time and it may not be so expensive to record. You guys got any other songs? Yeah, but we don't think they're very good. Play a few of them for me. Not that one, the next one. If you guys would be willing to listen to me, we could turn that into something. You will? Yeah, okay. What else you got? 'Cause you can tell after a few seconds. I'll let it go until they start singing. Yeah, no. All right. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. It's just going too long to get to him singing. If you guys will listen to me on that, we can shorten that one up. That one's probably about 5 minutes, right? Yeah. We need to get that about 3 minutes. And people will fucking love it. The intro just needs to come, and then you start singing. It doesn't need to do the whole fucking long. Well, I wanted to. I know, but you want to sell it? Yeah. Then you might want to listen to what I have to say. We can do an extended version when people get addicted to the fucking short version. Voodoo Child, Slight Return, anything? Nothing? You think Eddie Kramer wouldn't do whatever he could for Jimi Hendrix? You think if he knew Jimi Hendrix was overdosing, he wouldn't fucking, you know what I mean, or was going to overdose that day? You think he wouldn't have got on the fucking plane and flown to there and be like, hey, Jimmy! No, you want to keep your eyes open, buddy? You all right? Hey, okay, so call 911, and when you put him in, make sure you put him on his stomach for it. He might throw up or something. You're going to be all right, Jimmy. I'm going to ride with you, okay? You think he wouldn't? Which Vig? Kurt. Hey, man. Why don't you come out to, Right, right. I hear you. But instead, how about I come pick you up? You just come out and, we go to Sound City and, just go talk to, the guys there and shit and just see what's going on. I don't know. I just like hanging out with you, man. I think it'd be really fucking cool. I haven't had as much fun recording shit as I had with you, man. So, like, let's go at least see what they're up to. And maybe else we can, like, rent the board again, or something. Well, this time you can go ahead and control everything, including, I'll just help, and then that way we don't get that Andy guy involved. If you want to get what I'm calling involved, can I be like his assistant? Right. Hell, I work for very cheap, man. I mean, it's just cool working with you, dude. I like working with you. I like working with you. But I mean, that's the difference. I mean, you care about what they have to say. They care about what you, and you have like a mutual respect. A lot of times, you show respect one way, and they don't necessarily respect back the other way. I remember I was working with this one guy mixing. And we were building maps for Halo. Speaking of whatever, and most people that were building Halo maps, there's like a snap to grid, which allows you to line all the pieces up exactly perfectly. And I'm a pretty anal person about that kind of stuff. And that way, that you can make things like connect correctly, and it make it nice, smooth, like a professional looking map. Or you can just put it together with pieces and just kind of move them how they go, and that's what a lot of people chose to do. And so I played one of his maps, and it was way too big, and the gameplay was too spread out. But I did like the map because it was smooth. And so I wrote to him and told him, explained like, yeah, man, I really dig your map. It was pretty cool. Blah blah blah. And I had built some maps and stuff, and I was like, you can check out my stuff, and we started building some maps together and shit. But I think that he just assumed that the respect was mostly from me towards him. I don't think he had any towards me at all, because I would throw out suggestions of like maps and stuff, and then like sometimes I'd come back and he's building on them. We've already worked on a lot of his maps, his ideas, and then like, yeah, I'm thinking about building one based on blah 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 blah. And he always, like, rather than join my build session, he always sent me like an invite to join his build session. Then often he just kind of sat back and talked. And then I'd build the main thing of the map, and he'd come through and efficiently. I mean, cause I just used whatever parts, pieces were necessary to build it. You know what I mean? To get the design down, and he actually came through and tightened things up to. Okay, that's way too many pieces. You could actually get away with this piece here, right there, and put that. You know what I mean? Blah 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 blah. Make it more efficient, because like as my cost was going up and like going through, and then I come back and see it's like, you know what I mean, because it gives you how much you can do the map. I'm like, oh shit, I can start building it. And I get straight to like, okay, we're about to run out of stuff, and then they'll send me back down. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I notice that he'll be coming behind me, putting in little things like little jump ways on the on the outside. 'Cause I didn't think of like like parkour type people that would want to go up the outsides of stuff, and he put on things like that in there. I did put like cutways and tunnels and shit through stuff, and then he would efficiently make the right amount of squares and stuff. But it was always like after he wasn't doing the main building. I lay things out, and then he would make it efficient, and then it's fine and all, but like none of the maps went up under my name. I mean, they always went up under his name with guest help from what I mean, even if it was my idea. Eventually, I'm just like, okay, yeah, yeah, I can't remember what he said something. I was just like, okay, yeah, there's clearly no respect from your end of it. So we're all good here. Let's see why you live by yourself, because shit. Oh man, my back. It's so close to popping. I can't wait for it to do it. It's gonna relieve so much fucking pain. Just like fucking decades. But, yeah. It's already 2 hours. Holy shit, dude. Kudos to anyone who stuck through this much bullshit. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Don't even know if anyone ever does. I don't know if I do. I don't know if I care. I'm tired. I might go take a nap. Here's it going.